YuGiOh 101 card review. Hit a review a card coming in premium pack 16, being released March 21st. What we're looking at here is Silent Wobbe, or Silent Wobbe. It is a water fish effect monster, level 4, attack 1000, defense 2000. Description: during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field. When you do, the controller draws one card. Also, the controller's opponent gains 2000 life points. You can only use this effect a silent while once per turn. The controller's hand size limit becomes 3. I don't like this card. I'm finna tell you. Now, when you look at the, that drawback of it, that your opponent's hand size limit becomes 3, obviously they would have to wait until the end phase for you to do anything with it. Now, there are cards you can use that can prevent this from being used in, synchros or fusions or tributed, for a monster tribute or what have you, but they would still be able to exceed with it, and that idea right there alone scares me. So you would be giving them 2,000 life points, also also the ability to be able to draw a card. You would be giving them draw power, 2,000 life points to boot, and something that won't hit them until the end phase, which isn't permanent. So yeah, kind of confused on that. Now, granted, well, no, not even that. I was gonna say, well, you can only use the effect once per turn, and you'll be able to special summon multiple copies on these to your opponent's side of the field, but they would only get that 2,000 life point boost in that one card draw once per turn. But still, that's still bad to me. Like, I don't even use cards like Dark Bribe because I don't like the idea of me giving my opponent draw power. Now, unless I have something that I can take advantage of that with. And I'm guessing if you use cards, you're using cards like Appreciation. At least I believe that's the name of that trap card that allows you to draw cards when your opponent draws out of their turn. Then, ideally, then yeah, you would be able to use this. Also, there's cards in the game that you would be able to, that you need to activate if your opponent has more life points than you have. Like there's cards like Megamorph, things like that. And I mean, of course, there's the typical burn damage build. So like when you're using cards like Nurse Refugule, that's to be noted. That's 2,000 your opponents can take, and you can limit their hand size. So there's quite a bit that can be done with this card now that I think about it, but I still don't like the idea of me giving my opponent one card draw because they can probably get the card they need to completely turn the duel around. And that possibility right there is enough for me not to want to play this. But I can see where it can be helpful. Again, Nurse Refugule, burn, damage build, you know, summon this to your opponent's side, hit them with 2,000. Let me see what else. No, that's pretty much it right now, off the top of my head, off top of the dome. Now, granted, you don't have to special summon this to your opponent's side of the field, but still, if you special summon it, it's going there. Because it doesn't say you can special summon it to your side, only to your opponent's side. And your opponent gets all those benefits, all those sweet, delicious benefits. And that hand size limit won't be able to hit them until the end phase. So, yeah. And by that time, if they're smart, they would exceed into a rank 4 and just completely nullify that. So, I don't know. That could be permanent. that hand size limit. Let me look at the rulings for this card if they're up. Let me see. No, see, that's a continuous effect. So if it's not face up, it won't work. So yeah, that's too damn bad. Then again, I guess that's fair, considering that you know, it had to be face up in order to use it. But again, you would have to use something to make this card unusable by your opponent. And I know there's cards in the game that can do that, like I mentioned earlier. I just can't remember the card names. So yeah, like I would have to do some searching, and maybe later on down the line, like I'll do like a video on it based on what I find. So yeah, link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you guys for the next card review. Peace.